It's 2:07 now. The American base at Ramsrein in Germany is the venue today for representatives of 50 countries allied to Ukraine. NATO says the meeting will focus on more weapons for Ukraine soon after it received the first shipment of Patriot air defense missiles from the US. Yuriy joins us again, advisor to Ukraine's defense minister. Welcome back, Mr. Sak. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
What do you want to come out of today's meeting?
Well, of course, we want to receive more military support. And as our Minister of Defense, Alexei Reznikov, said most recently, our top priority is to quickly build a multi-level air defense and anti-missile defense system, because the attacks by the aggressor, by the terrorist state Russia, continue. Even last night, 8 Shahed drones, 8 Iranian Shahed drones that Iran is providing to Russia have been shot down on the approaches to Kyiv. So the missiles attacks continue, and that's why we need to improve our air defense capabilities. And this includes the top priority is now getting the Western fighter jets, F-16s.
But that is looking unlikely at the moment. And one of the reasons that countries are reluctant on that front, it's not the only one, but one of them is the worry that you might use those jets to hit targets in Russia. Would you be prepared to make a pledge not to do that?
In fact, we have made that pledge so many times before, and we have proven to our allies that when it comes to using the weapons systems that we receive from them, we do it very responsibly. Our main objective, and the only objective, is the liberation of our lands. And we know, for example, that right now our allies between them have over 4,000 F-16s, and that means, and we are asking just for 40. For example, just for your information, some countries, for example, such as Pakistan, they have about 80 F-16s at their disposal. I'm not saying that we're asking Pakistan to provide Ukraine with F-16s, but I'm saying that the amount that we are asking from our international allies is so small. It's 1% of the actual number of F-16s around the world. So we think that, this is not too much to ask for when it comes to defending global freedom, because I will repeat, we are fighting not just for Ukrainian cities and people. We are fighting for our shared values. We are fighting to stop this evil from spreading further west.
But surface-to-air missiles such as the Patriot system would enable you to do more to tackle the drones that you're talking about?
Well, absolutely. Air defense systems such as Patriot, and you rightly said in your earlier report that we have received the first battery yesterday, as well as NASAMS systems, IRIS-T, SAM-T. These are all part of what we are building now, the multi-layer air defense system. But Ukraine is a large country, and the air defense system that we have received so far, they will not be sufficient. That's why fighter jets, they're more mobile. Their F-16s are very universal platforms that can be used for a variety of different military objectives. Our pilots, and we have a proven fact of this, our pilots are capable of quickly mastering these new technologies, these new platforms. So, Ukraine is currently protecting the eastern flank of NATO, so it's only logical that we need to receive Western fighter jets to be able to protect peace and stability in Europe.
And if you don't, will you be left with key parts of critical national infrastructure outside Kiev and other areas in southwestern Ukraine without air defense cover? That was one aspect of what we learned from the recent Pentagon leaks, was the US assessment.
Well, look, last night there was an attack on an infrastructure facility in Poltava region. Thankfully, no civilians have suffered. But indeed, without modern air defense systems, the infrastructure, the critical infrastructure of our country will be vulnerable to these attacks. And, we are very thankful to our allies for providing those systems that allowed us to go through the winter season without being plunged into complete darkness and cold, which is exactly what this genocidal Russia wanted to achieve. But at the same time, in the future, we need to improve and build up our air defense capabilities, because Russia will not stop unless we stop it.
Yuriy, thank you very much.